Present.
Elder.
Oh yeah, that's me.
SQ, Jolie.
No Jolie, I think.
No, Jolie.
No.
Oh, where was my brother? Oh, where could he have gone?
He died. I mean, he didn't die, but...
Oh, brother. Oh, see. Where
Keep it
are
high.
they? I was going to say that. Oh, brother, where are they?
Haha, fool, you were too late. You've been outsped.
Haha! Where are they? I like it.
Wouldn't it be where the art?
Nay.
Nay.
Cusseth, I chooseth this.
Can you imagine if we tried to just do like Shakespearean talking throughout one entire session? That would be horrendous.
No, I couldn't. No. I'm a drama kid, and no way. I don't want to.
I am not a drama kid, and I don't want to either.
There's my brother.
Yeah, my bad for being late.
No problem.
It's okay.
Well,
They're kind of dead anyway.
yeah, exactly. You could have started without me. Anyway.
I'm only messing with you. I'm messing. Okay.
Hey, look on the bright side. Look on the bright side, Ter. This time, you're the brother that lived.
Hey.
Yeah,
Oh,
see?
instead of see, full circle.
Hmm.
That's right. Okay, because Abel did die. Okay, guys. So from the last day, from what I remember, diplomacy failed 3 times. We had numerous attempts of trying to discuss the idea of what's going on. A certain person decided discussion is no longer relevant, so it escalated into physical violence a couple of times pretty quickly. When Zio took off up this track, he set off 3 boulder traps, each one of them coming down. He managed to dodge all of them himself. Wambletumble managed to dodge it also. This bridge is now smashed to pieces, and some people are up at the top where the dirt is after caving in. The entire cave out, and it's about an 80-foot height up to the top of the area here. Some people are down at the bottom, like Larod. SQ actually managed to climb a good 20 feet up by herself, in fairness to her, and she has a rope with her. So that's kind of the situation where we're in right now. We will keep it in. We'll keep it going here at the moment. Since the person who was attacking is no longer conscious, is anybody else intending to attack the wolves?
No.
Well, I think we should rescue Jolie because he's part of our team.
He's kind of my brother. I would have jumped in.
I would like to make sure we all understand what the primary objective is. Even if we rescue him, we won't be able to leave for a month. So we either have to beat them into submission or convince them to let us out. And then, we should also probably bring River.
Right. I definitely think we should de-traumatize first, then deal with the matter at hand. Does anyone have any things that would calm these wolves down?
Well, they are people, some of them, so I guess they do have a mind of their own.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
they can understand anything you say to them right now. The main problem is that without SQ, you can't understand it.
Yeah. So hey,
it hasn't been
SQ.
more than 10 minutes. It hasn't been more than 10 minutes since SQ cast commune with animals, so she is still well capable of communicating with these, even in their animal form.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know. I look at SQ and be like, just shout "stop" as loud as you can.
I'll say just agree to their terms of trying to get back their artifact that they wanted. I'll just say agree to the terms.
But I
Probably
don't
like,
want to help them.
Yeah, I don't
What
want
if-
to help them either.
what
But do
if
you
we
want to leave?
What if we say we're gonna help them?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. We just need to roll high enough. I mean, I'm not.
But I don't like lying.
I have a plan. I have a plan. I have a plan.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all ears.
So we are going to help them, but it's going to be like a little bit this defective on how we help them. Per se, we'll try to get axe right, but my plan is like making a replica of the axe, so that we can find somebody that can like that knows to make weapons can make a replica of the axe.
It's a sword hiltio.
Oh Lord, a sword, wherever they want it.
Wouldn't Xarrut have kind of like drawn probably a really good visual of it since he was one of the people who retrieved it? Or did he not retrieve it?
He wasn't.
Okay,
Nope, he
never
didn't.
mind. Never mind.
Yeah, it was just me and Larad, and we're kind of good for nothing, so...
And no one else has seen it, so no one really knows what it looks like either, right?
We've all seen it on the tapestry.
Oh.
Actually, I saw it.
It
Okay.
is
These are
in that
people who.
picture.
These are people
It's
who
the
are
sword that
wolves.
he's using there.
Aha.
So I know you can't see it in this picture, but essentially there's diamonds encrusted all around the hilt up at the top, and then in the bottom, I believe I said there's a sapphire in the bottom, blue stone.
Oh, that was not my idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we can't really trust them anymore, and they really don't have any reason to trust us anymore. We can give it one last shot, but if it doesn't work, we need to act. We can't just
Okay,
stay
so
here.
SQ, you kind of shout stop, do you?
Yes.
Okay, right. So you can see, like, over here in this corner, the lady wolf was leaning back to get a position to go in and to make the killing strike on this person underneath her. And you yell out stop, and she stops in action and she looks right. So you have her attention. Over to you.
We'll get your artifact. Okay? We'll bring it back. Just please don't eat him.
With still wings baffed out, I'll try to like land, like superhero land on my knee, right in front of the two things. Do I have any left? There we go. I will then, still on my knees, begin to bow my head down in front of the animals.
Okay, so as she sees you doing this, she looks to the other two wolves and she sort of snarls at the left one and the right one, and then she looks up at all of you and she nods towards what Xarrut has done, and she starts to howl, looking expectantly at the rest of the group.
I begin to wait until all of the other wolves in my area are part of the pack howl first, as that is the custom in wolfdom. And then I myself howl as well.
Should we all bow too?
Just
It looks like that she is waiting for everybody to do so. Yeah.
I motion back. I motion back to the others. Just kind of quickly look back and wave my hands down to kind of gesture, to get down and follow me.
Okay.
Alright, seems fun.
We all bow.
Yes. So SQ is gonna have to like slide down what little amount of rope she's already climbed up, so she can also bow.
Acrobatics check for that.
Okay.
Right, I forgot that you were climbing rope.
That's perfectly fine. Zio, you are up at the top. It's 80 foot up. How do you intend to get down, or are you going to stay where you are?
I'm gonna stay where I'm at. But
Okay.
but I still
And
like go on the edge
it's pitch
and
black.
down.
Remember, it's absolutely pitch black in here as well. Zio, do you have dark vision?
No, I don't like
No.
torch anymore.
Okay, so you are in the absolute pitch black, 80, more than 80 feet away from them. You will have no idea what's going on if you don't follow the others right now.
Yeah. So, and they said they're down the thing.
You know there's a rope here in front of you. It extends down 40 feet down the wall, and that would mean that there's only another 40 feet to go down the wall. So, mechanics-wise, you'd need to give me one deck save to see how well you get down the rope, and then one deck save to see how well you manage to shamble down the rock face after you run out of rope.
All right. I give you the saves.
You can use acrobatics if you are exactly, yeah. That's good enough to grab onto the rope, and you actually have advantage for the first one. So it's actually a 16 on the first one because you're using the rope to basically abseil down the wall, and now you're just doing straight acrobatics. How well can you rock climb down the wall?
So my dex, they acrobatics or just both acrobatics?
They're both acrobatics. One of them had advantage because you had the rope abseiling down. Okay, so that's enough. The first level is enough to get you down with the rope because you have the 8 of the rope, and the second, the 24, is plenty to get you down the rock face, and so you get the whole way down as far as Larod, and you see the other party members there around him as well. So again, guys, it's up to you what you want to do here now. The wolves seem to refuse to come out of their wolf forms for the moment. They still feel very much under threat.
All right, so we're all bowing.
Yeah.
And they're not really responding. They're just kind of standing there howling.
It's stopped. It's completely quiet, and all of the wolves are looking at you over here. They're no longer looking at Xarrut. They're all looking at you over here.
So SQ kind of like looks up at them because she was bowing her head, and she doesn't stand up. She just looks up at them and looks at the main lady wolf and says, "I spoke harshly. We would be happy to get your artifact for you, but we do need him." And she like points at poor Ripper who's under her. And we need to get out of here too. But we'll get your artifact. I'm so sorry that we offended and or disrespected you.
Okay, she's still looking at the group expectantly, as if she's waiting for someone.
Nods. Although, yeah, it's just a courtesy more than, yeah.
Can I give an insight as to what this thing may be that she's waiting for specifically?
Yeah, okay. With your history at wolves, you have advantage.
Okay. What? I guess it would be insight.
It would be insight.
Okay.
You said you wanted insights, kind of see what they're waiting on.
So advantage as well because of the wolves. Like, hey, it's
Okay,
a crit.
so from your
it's a crit, but it's 19.
your lives with wolves, you understand that in the pack there's often fights between wolves, and it's commonplace. And it's more so to try to figure out where your order is in the pack. So, for example, like if a wolf is becoming stronger, they might fight a more large and dominant wolf to get a higher place up in the pack. You know that the position that she is taken with her 2 front paws up, she's completely upright. She's extended to her full mass. She is waiting for you to come forward, just like Xarrut, and bow before her, basically asking for forgiveness for her. And then, as long as you do that, you know that wolves they will not destroy their own for no reason. If they do something, if they try to do this action, whatever they have done is normally forgiven.
Right. I sum that up. The quick, soft, come here gesture with my hand to the rest of the group. Kind of do that, the gesture, bringing my hand towards me, and then just kind of point in a line around me.
Oh, there's
two SQ.
Oh, there's 2 of me.
SQs.
How do I get rid of me?
They're
I'm
gone.
done.
Is the elder going to do it? So you are all willing to come forward and to bow as Xarrut has, are you?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. At this, she stops being that form, and she turns back into her dwarf form. And from the other side of the pit, she starts to speak. And you can see specifically right now, she's looking down at Ripper. And she says, "Wretch, you consider yourself a life stealer, do you? Behold the power of the Fae. I take that which you value most." Ripper, can you give me a D4, please?
Oh. Oh, and it's a 4.
Oh,
It's either really good or really bad.
Okay, Ripper, there was a chart here on what she was going to do to you. So essentially, she leans down and she puts her hand on each side of your face as if she was going to kiss you. And then she starts to breathe in, and you can see some kind of essence flow from your body into her mouth. And I'll discuss with you later essentially what's going to happen in regards to that. It has something to do with your backstory. So what you were telling me about your backstory, who you want to be there with you. Do you remember that? You there, bud? I think you need to push to talk.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
I
So it has to do with your
unmute.
backstory.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it has to do with your backstory. Okay, so what she's after taking from you is that which you value the most, and you know yourself what that is. And she turns to the party and she says to the party, "I have taken something from him that he values more than any of you or anything. So when he wakes up, remind him that I have the power to do with that what I'd like. So you have come here. You have slain my friends and my companions. You have attacked me, not once, twice, but thrice. It's an absolute debacle if you consider this diplomacy. However, Xarrut, you have led your party in a manner which shows that you might be willing or able to fix what you have done. I've asked you to do me a favor in return for the damages that you have put on us here. You know what we want. We want the sword from the chest. You know that we can be anywhere. You know that we can see anything. So, I would highly advise that you do not try to deceive us in any way, because that which is most precious to your friend here will cease to exist."
Xarrut stands up, still kind of looking at the spot on the floor, and kind of swipes the dirt off his knees a little, and looks right at the dwarven lady, and says, "We'll do this for you. These reports, people getting attacked by wolves in Loki's stead, need to stop."
They will stop. We intend to move from this location for a short period of time. There's matters I need to attend to much further north of here. But we will be back soon. See how you have got on with the mission we have set you.
Well,
Will you roll insight there on what she just said?
yeah.
If you wish to. You don't have to. By the way.
I do.
North.
I think I'm kind of like catching
And I'm
on.
gonna roll.
But,
I'm gonna roll on her here to see how.
I
Oh,
think
you're gonna
that's
have to go good, yeah. She got good there. That's not. Yeah, you believe everything that she's just said. You don't feel she's trying to deceive you. You're so concerned about Ripper and the current predicament that he's in that you're not really paying much attention to everything. It's more so trying to placate this woman in any way, shape, or form to just get the hell out of here.
That's what's going on, yeah.
Can someone else roll an insight check?
You can indeed if you wish.
I can't, but someone else can.
Okay, just give me a sec.
Someone with good insight.
I'll allow 2
Hey.
max. Still, I'm afraid she actually did roll quite well. So you believe that she is very angry. She is struggling extremely hard to contain her rage right now. And the general demeanor is that she just wants to be gone at this stage. And you also get a huge sense of disappointment from her as well, Lorad. A huge sense of disappointment.
That's worse than her being angry.
That's right.
She's both.
But she's disappointed. That just makes me feel bad.
I will, Aru will attempt to walk between the two big guys here to simply go and grab his brother's hand.
I am unconscious on the ground.
You are?
So as
Right
you
now.
do that,
Yeah. I am unconscious for 2 hours.
as you do that, she says, "Restrain him, and I will heal him." He will not attack me again today.
Does anyone have rope?
I do.
I take the leather belt that I usually have wrapped around my wings, but since my wings are out, I will use that leather belt to wrap around my brother's hands and then loop around his feet.
She kneels down, she takes a knife and cuts off a piece of her cloak, and she wraps it around as a gag, and she says, "I've heard quite enough from him as well today." And then she puts a hand on his forehead, and again, this grayish, bluish energy seems to flow from her hand, her right hand, into Xarrut, and he comes back with 1 hit point.
Xarrut?
What do you mean?
Sorry, not Xarrut,
Oh.
Ripper.
Yeah.
Because we're
And
brothers
then
doesn't
she
mean we
says-
look alike.
Right, it's time to leave this godforsaken place. And she
As I wake up,
motions for you
I
to
am
follow.
taking in. I'm just taking in everything, realizing I'm bound and gagged.
Held by your brother.
Yeah.
Understanding
Xarrut
that
is
the
holding-
situation is complicated, I
Mhm.
relax, or at least try to.
Okay.
Really quick, very
Uh,
sheepishly, SQ kind of wants to like raise her hand a little bit and be like, when we come back with the sword hilt, will you give him back the thing?
She looks down. She looks down into your eyes, SQ, and she says, "Can I trust you?"
SQ is literally shaking and she's just nodding very, very frantically, like, yes, of course you can. I'm so sorry.
I can vouch
What
for all
I've
these
taken
people.
from him, what I've taken from him can be restored. He knows what I've taken from him. It's his choice if he wishes to tell you or not.
And
But
I suddenly
if you
feel
do this,
it.
yeah, you do.
And my breathing goes through the roof and a cold sweat.
Oh God.
Can I, sorry to interrupt, can I cast Divine Sense? I have one left.
On
Just,
who? Or just in general?
it's like a 60-foot area in with thing that should I post it into the chat?
Yes,
okay,
please.
so you feel the entire cave is consecrated ground, and you also feel that this, and this are all celestial creatures.
Did you just say consecrated or hallowed?
Holy shit, consecrated.
Isn't that a
They're
bad thing?
divine. They're celestials.
I'm pretty sure consecrated is the bad one.
No.
Oh, Desecrated is the...
Desecrated.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this entire cavern is consecrated ground with specific interest. The hallway in between the next two rooms just pings like a. It's just pure white. Like when you exude yourself into that type of an energy, the room around you, it just starts to glare in divine light all around you. And the next room, it seems to emit some kind of immense heat. Like there's a force contained there, or there was a force contained there a long time ago. And the three things, 1, 2, and 3, are celestials.
Well, I won't relay this information just right now to the party, but I'll keep to myself for now, and when we get out, I'll tell them. So yeah.
Right.
She looks at you knowingly, Larod, as you do that.
God damn it. Okay, I don't say anything.
Did he notice the thing about me?
Who? Larod?
Ripper.
Oh, he did that
Yeah,
last
no.
time he used it.
No. He did that last time.
Yeah. So he still felt the presence.
Oh, of
within
course
me.
he would. But it doesn't surprise him. He already knows that information. Like,
Yeah.
he already knew. Yeah.
I'm just guessing that's why he used divine sense in the first place. I might be wrong.
Yeah, no, you're
Neat.
completely wrong.
No. Actually, yeah, I wanted to see if these people were anything like maybe. I was thinking fiends. I wasn't thinking celestial at all. But yeah, that was a surprise.
Yeah.
She moves to leave, and she's basically finished with the conversation. She does look around expectantly, as if there's anything you wish to say, she will hear, except from Ripper. But anybody else wishing to speak with her can do so.
I grab Ripper by both arms and meagerly try to hoist him up, even though he's quite bound. We're gonna need to take him with us, though.
Oh, trust me, he will want to speak to me. I know that.
SQ blows her a
Anywho.
kiss, but then looks at Wambletumble like, did I really just do that?
She goes, anywho, it's time to leave this place. Follow me. And she leads you back through the last corridor. She leads you back to this room here. And they all head over to this waterfall here. And they say, I hope you like swimming.
Oh, do I? And he'll jump in.
Yeah. And
Cannonball!
yeah, exactly. So
Ripper's still bound.
you all jump in. I presume somebody's taking care of Ripper, are they?
Well, here's what I'm going to kind of look at the dwarven lady and just kind of be like, it'll be my responsibility, don't worry. And I
She says,
remove...
put him on Horsk for the moment. He's a stronger swimmer.
Horse.
On Horst, so one of the big direwolves.
Oh, okay. Right. I will.
By the way, Horst is the one that gets angry all the time.
Well, that's where he's going. I will remove the belt just because it's like he's on top of Wolf. I mean, he's not going to do anything. And I will wrap my rings back up the leather belt, and I will then jump off.
Okay, so all of you jump into the waterfall. It is freezing cold because it's just outside. The landscape is very, very snowy, wintry. Essentially, it's like that. So you're jumping into a waterfall in what is essentially the height of winter. You come out in an area that looks like this. So the water. I know there's lots of green grass in this area, but just ignore it. It is winter in this area, and you arrive on this side here.
Mm-hmm. Should we place our tokens?
Yeah, place your tokens. Yeah, wash down the river. And before you come in sight of the village, Astrid mounts Loki. Sorry, not Loki. Astrid mounts Horst and says, "This is the village of Lokistead. We will meet you back here in 6 days."
Oh. Okay.
I bid thee farewell, and she turns to leave. And they mesh into the forest on the south side of the river. So, welcome to the village of Lokistead.
I'm gonna look at the Reaper and ask him, are you okay? Can you heal yourself in any way?
Ripper's still bound, still gagged. He hasn't taken that out yet. And
No, I think Xarrut has
just
taken
the arms and legs. He freed arms and legs. The gag is still there. And he's standing there, and the look in his eyes is that I have no words for it. Dread, fear doesn't do it justice. There is loss, anger, sorrow, hatred. He just stands there clenching his fist and clenching his teeth. He doesn't even acknowledge your question.
Okay. In that situation, Larad will wait a few seconds and then just turn away, thinking that you need your time after what happened. And I'm gonna go to Elder and ask, I kind of ask everybody, but yeah. So what should we do at this point?
Well, I don't know about you, but I've been running on empty for quite some time now. Could really use a bit of food, maybe a bit of sleep, you know?
Oh, I think I have a haunch of wolf meat somewhere here. Let me have a look.
Not rations.
Should we try to find an inn, or should we make camp on the outskirts?
Depends, does anybody got money?
Weren't we sent to Lokistead?
Can I just read you the description, guys, before you decide what to do? So, nestled beneath the fall of Winter's End, that's the name of the waterfall, sits a bustling dwarven village. Carvings adorn the roofs and the doors in each of the homesteads. The largest structure is a stone house with a slate roof, nestled in the centre of the village.
Okay. And I'm gonna ask the party as Larad. Weren't we sent to Lokistead because there was a problem with the temple, if I remember correctly?
But I'm useless without extra energy.
Yeah, I think we should regroup because I know the temple is or the shrine is like 5 miles outside of town.
Okay.
Yeah, even from this distance, you can see the bridge to the south that the lumberjack's wife and daughter was talking about.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of up on a hilly area, and it kind of descends down into the town. The mountains are behind you.
Well, guys, it's cold and we're wet, and I think we should probably find somewhere to dry off and sit in a corner and talk about what just happened.
You are indeed. Yeah, the whole area is covered in snow. You are bitterly cold from the water. Bitterly cold.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I can go ahead and warm you up and dry off. That's no problem.
Ooh.
Thanks.
Best cantrip in the game.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, so I'll go around and, 1 square foot at a time, dry everyone off and warm them up.
And of course, at some point, SQ kind of like does a double take, and she's like, "Wait, Wambletumble? Oh my god, it's so good to see you again. How have you been? Obviously not great recently, but other than that."
What?
It's me, SQ.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we killed those wolves together and everything. I'm not.
Yeah, we met.
I'm not forgetful. Don't be silly.
We met before that. I fixed like a whole bunch of stuff at your house. You fed me. You don't.
Wambletumble will shrug and continue prestidigitating.
SQ just kind of looks around at nobody in particular, like, what the fuck?
Right. I think we definitely should find some place we can get a fire going.
I guess that big building in the middle of town probably is a good place to start. They might, like an information center, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's go then.
Okay.
I'm just going to straight for it.
Gonna go around this, whatever this is.
I adjusted
DM.
my.
Discord message.
I'll have a look there. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, now I know what I'm working with.
Alrighty.
Ripper does not
It
move
was a
single
D4,
step.
and that was the 4. I was like, please
Yeah.
don't get a 4. Please don't get a 4. You got a 4!
Oh.
Yeah. Ripper does not move a single step, and he's standing there gnawing at the gag in his mouth.
Hey, you saw
Are your
the
hands
gag?
not free, Ripper?
What?
Are your hands not free?
Yeah, my hands are free, but the gag that the druid lady put in my mouth, I never took that out.
Oh, I see. Okay.
What-
You can easily take it out. It's just a piece of cloth. Like.
I know. He's still just
Wambletumble
standing there.
will make a hop and just pull it out of your mouth. Yeah, right there, lad. Forget the walk.
He doesn't even acknowledge your answer. He just stares at it with a 1,000-mile glare.
That's alright, I'll help you along. And I will push him.
Yep, you push him.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Oh my god. This is my favorite.
So essentially, everybody else is trying to make their way to the largest and only slate roof in the house, in the village.
Yeah.
Along the way, you have to physically push Ripper. Now he's not stopping you, but you can tell that he is utterly hurt, devastated, just an immense amount of loss. And as he said himself, words can't describe. So.
Nah, he's just sleeping.
It's even beyond fury. It's just pure disbelief, even at this point. So you make it to the inn. Who There's a large wooden door. A sign overhead says the Tired Salt.
Tired what?
There's the Tired Salt. SALT.
Oh, the Tired Salt. Okay.
Are you going to head inside? Are you going to? What would you like to do?
SQ wants to like look at the outside and see if there's any indication on like how much it is to stay there for the night.
Yeah. So it looks like a pretty well established homestead. The walls are of stone, and as you look around, it's the only real stone building in the local area, and it also has slate roofs. So it looks like not only is it a comfortable place to stay, but it also looks quite safe.
Okay, all right, guys. I don't have a whole lot of money, but hopefully I can haggle with somebody inside and get us 2 rooms. 2 rooms? Should that be enough?
Let's say 3.
All right, I'll push the purse. Let's go.
So you open the door, and
really
inside...
just say that?
What?
No, he has 125 gold, and he just pushed you to pay for an extra room.
No, not that's not what I meant.
Went
I mean,
right
we
over
need.
my head.
I will pay for my room as well, but I can even help you with some money if you need.
I mean, SQ
So
is completely unaware at this point. She's willing to pay for everything.
Inside, you see a warmly lit bar. There's a huge heart on the right-hand side. There's a crest overhead. It's made of mostly wood and stone on the inside. There's a few characters around adorning the tables. The table beside the fire on the left-hand side, there is a group of what looks like hunters. They have wolf pelts on display that look like they're trying to sell them. In the right-hand side, you can see a bizarrely dressed dwarf. He looks like he's some kind of comic or jester. He looks also quite angry. And then the barman, his name, he walks up, introduces himself. Hello, Torvin here. Welcome to the Tired Salt. How can I help you?
Yes, would you have any fun card games we can play here?
Oh, I do indeed. And then straight away you see a blonde-haired dwarf come out and elbow him in the big belly and say, Torvin, stop gambling. For God's sake, you're squandering all our earnings. And then he's like, Anna, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be hospitable to our new guests.
If we could get 3 rooms, that would be amazing. Also, if you want to gamble, that's fine, but we need somewhere to sleep tonight.
3 rooms. Okay, 2 people a room. That's 5 silver a head.
I will crack out a gold coin. I hand it over to him. I'll say a large cup, you please.
Oh, for that price, my friend, you can live in you can have anything you want. Sorry guys, I meant to say 2. It's 2 gold pieces. It's 2 gold pieces a head.
What?
Wow.
This dude's a
I do apologize. I do apologize. Yeah. 2 gold pieces a head.
Inflation.
Inflation, yeah. I was looking at the price of the ale, not the price of the room.
Think so, Barmer. No.
Ah.
Okay. Well, in that case, if it's 2 ahead, I will give the 2, and then I will give 2 more to get some ale.
Yeah, he gives you a massive flagon of ale, like in his hand, and says, "This is the best ale that we have in the house. Do enjoy it. It's a bit potent."
And SQ's gonna plop the other 4 gold for the other 2 rooms down in his hand.
Yep, no problem. So we have 6 rooms paid for right now. Sorry, 6, 2. No, we have 3 people paid for. So who's left?
Larad will pay for his share, 2 gold pieces, and will also pay for Wambletomble's share. So
Okay, so you're going to room up. Very good. And that just leaves Zio.
How much was it for room again?
2 gold.
All right, I get 2 goals from a pouch and hands it to him.
No problem. Okay, so he puts all the gold into a little chest behind the bar, and he comes back. He gives each of you a drink, and he said included in the rooms is the house meal of the day, and he brings out a roast salmon with essentially mash and veg and gravy, and he says that's included in the board.
Right. Well, bring it on then.
Yeah, and he sets a massive flagon of ale in front of each one of you. Again, you get a drink and a meal with the cost of the room.
Is that one drink?
That mean I
Ripper
get
goes
2
up to the room.
drinks.
Straight away, do you? Yeah, you just leave your ale and dinner on the table.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Lorad, what are you doing?
Larad is not going to drink the ale because he doesn't drink, but he will accept the meal because he's hungry and he had a long day. And we'll just kind of, we are at the table right now, correct?
Yes, indeed, yeah.
Okay, so he will just kind of point towards the meals and said, come on everybody, let's try and eat and unwind from this pitiful day.
Seeing Zio, did you say you're not drinking the ale either?
Oh, what is going on?
Zia doesn't like alcohol.
Okay, so seeing the fact that 2 people aren't drinking, he brings over really fresh water. It seems to be defrosted snow, and as water goes, it actually tastes really well, really well. And he gives it to you, a little bit of ice in it as well from the local area.
About this time, everyone would start hearing screaming and bashing from the room.
Jesus Christ.
I was about to say either
There is
Roll20 went crazy or Ripper's ruining his bedroom.
more than that is like the most primal scream of emotion that you can imagine.
Xarrut will drink the flagon that he paid for, the one that he got for his room, and he will drink Larad's. And then go investigate.
At this point, the barkeep, Torvin, looks at his wife in absolute petrification, and the wife storms off up the stairs.
Ooh. SQ's gonna take like 2 quick bites of her food and like 1 quick sip of her ale, and then she's gonna scurry off after Xarrut.
Right, so who's staying down here with me?
I'm also going.
She barges upstairs, slams open the door, looks around, and roars, "What in the 5 keeps do you think you're doing?"
Ripper has literally taken off the top part of his clothes. He faced the wall and started hitting it with his fists. And he hasn't stopped. He is hitting the wall with such force that he is literally ripping the skin off of his hands.
I will try
and his knuckles. And he is screaming.
This, she actually gets scared, and 1 second. Yeah, she's actually really scared, and she looks to you and she's like, "Stop him, or I will have to get the town guard."
I'm probably gonna fail, but I'm gonna try and grapple Ripper.
He doesn't struggle.
Oh,
he doesn't struggle against
him.
But he keeps punching the wall. If you're trying to move him away from that, then it's yeah.
So yeah, I'm grappling and trying to move you away.
You probably succeed.
You're going athletics, so
it's enough because he refused to try to compete with you, so you automatically succeed.
Okay.
He is still just shouting in absolute emotion. His eyes are literally turning red because every blood vein in his eye is popping. His entire body is turning red because he is shouting.
Can someone
And
put him to
every
sleep?
blood vein in his body is about to burst.
He only has 1 HP.
Put the gag back on.
Thank God. Oh my God.
Roll sleight of hand there, please.
Oh,
Oh no, you haven't grappled. You do it. You haven't
Yeah.
grappled. You can.
Okay. Yeah, I put the gag back on.
Okay.
He's getting a little too loud. We're making too much noise. We're going to get the guards called on us.
Are we
You
gonna
could
have to
try dragging
bind
him
his
outside.
hands?
Not see him like this. And again, lived a lot longer than I have. Something's wrong.
Should we take him outside and calm him down so he's not disturbing or breaking anything?
I think we should just keep him here, but
Jolie, will you roll a D100 for how much percent of the room you just trashed?
Oh God.
I only hit the wall.
You only hit the wall, did you? Yeah, just
I only
D100
hit
to
the
see how
wall.
badly you. Yeah, just to see how badly. Yeah, you didn't really do that much. You're fine.
There's just blood smears on the wall from the hand.
Yeah. She's just more disgusted with the blood all over the wall rather than the actual damage you're doing.
Yeah, it's only one part of the wall he kept hitting repeatedly, but yeah, there's a blood smear there.
Okay.
anyone else have any bits of rope or manacles or anything? We can at least keep
Yes.
him all locked up. Time
Yeah, I
being.
do.
Right, if you don't mind, wrap him up, keep him bound for the time being.
You can knock him unconscious, non-lethal damage.
Your brother wouldn't do that.
You sure?
Your brother wouldn't. My brother
Okay.
would.
I only got
Wow.
that down.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Do you not want to try ask him what's wrong, Xarrut, maybe, or do you know?
He is manic.
yeah, by the way that it looks like he seems beyond reasoning, and
Okay,
I mean I'm
You just want to let him calm down. It's more so like
Yeah.
if somebody's having a seizure or fit, you just want to make sure he doesn't hurt himself anymore.
just ride it out, baby.
Okay.
Make sure he doesn't bite his tongue.
Yeah, do a bit of that. Well, I mean he's got a gag.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to roll a Constitution check to see how long this lasts. 13. 13 hours
Neat.
before he falls unconscious.
You better have him gagged and bound, or she's gonna go mental.
He's going. Yeah, let's get him bound up. I've got him gagged.
All right. Tie him up and let's just tuck him into bed.
That's right. Yeah, that's all he needs.
A good
He's
night's
going
sleep.
to struggle and scream and even bound and gagged for 13 hours before he falls unconscious.
Okay. So as 1 second.
So yeah, you can do everything else that you need to do.
That's perfect, Ripper. Thanks. So as she sees that going on, the annoyance actually turns to worry, because she actually does seem to be quite a good person, and she's actually worried. She heads downstairs. She gets a basin of ripping hot water and fresh cloths, and brings you up a stack of clean white cloths. And she keeps on going up and down to the room throughout the night, with fresh water and fresh hot water and fresh drinking water. And she kind of looks to somebody in the party as if to say who's going to take care of him, because this is beyond. She's like, I'm not a doctor, but this is not normal.
He is also crying, and it's the part where you're so emotional, where you scream that spit and drool literally just comes out, and cries and tears and snot. It's just pure emotion.
And, he did get robbed of some what about by an evil druid, so it's only fair.
Yeah. Note to self. Sucked off by druids. Alright.
SQ offers to take shifts with Xarrut to take care of Ripper.
Yeah, take care of him.
Yeah, okay, I'll just. And he's tied up tight, right? He's not gonna pop out.
You know what? I'm gonna roll athletics checks for each hour to see if I actually break out of that.
Dear God.
Yes.
Oh God.
Let's see.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Is the AC of rope.
There's no need to do it 13 times. I'll just take a look. Essentially, it'd be at disadvantage as well, by the way, because of the fact that you are bound.
Yeah.
DC
So
17.
looking at the first one, it's only a 2. So you actually, despite the fact that you are straining quite viciously, at some stages during the night, the dwarven lady is actually cooing to you. She's sat beside your bed. She's singing some kind of a lullaby in dwarven, and every time that she goes back down to get fresh supplies, she looks to whoever is there to take over, essentially, to make sure that you're all right. She says to Xarrut, if you're in our house for the night, that means it's our job to take care of you.
Yeah. But I'm done with that, so you can do anything else that you want to do, during the night. I'm just done.
Okay. It's just that what you're doing kind of has a big impact on the rest of the party. So,
But
the
that
rest of the
card
party can
game,
do other
right?
things.
How about that
Laurent?
card?
Sorry, what?
What are you up to at the moment in the inn then, with all this stuff going on?
I'm getting increasingly more worried about what's happening, but I'm gonna stay at the table, try to keep my composure, and after I finished eating, I'm gonna ask, is Wambletumble down with me?
Oh yeah, he's just calmly enjoying his food.
I'm gonna ask Wambletumble, so what do you think we should do now?
Well, I mean, it's only fair if we tell everything that happened to what was it again? Oric Oricson?
Oric son, yes.
It's only fair if we tell them everything, and then we can make the decision together. I mean, I don't want to be a liar, but
Indeed.
I mean, witches weren't gonna let us go either way, right? Unless we did what they wanted.
Yes, I do believe if we can, we should proceed with caution, even with Oric son. And we kind of need to see what happened to poor Reaper, if he would be so kind to, after he's calmed down, after he's better. You hear Larad speaking with kind of a sadness in his voice, as if he kind of knows that feeling.
You big old softy. You used to the feeling as well?
Well, let's just say I've been through a difficult period in my life as well. And yeah, I kind of understand what he's going through right now. In a way, not fully probably, but in a way at least.
Well, that's very kind of you, laddie. I'm sure he'll do that when he's out of it.
Hopefully, yeah. But apart from that, I do believe that telling the truth to Oric son is the best way to go. I don't want to upset an entire kingdom, especially after they've been so kind to us. And if it's the blade of Fenrir, I think it was the Blade Master. Yep. And if Oric son does tell the truth, then I see no point in pursuing this endeavor, this effort in retrieving it to the druids. Although I have to tell you something, and yeah, I have to tell you something, and I lean over to Wambletumble. I did a bit of a let's call it paladin magic, and it felt as if they were not from this world. The three direwolves, the three druids. It felt like they were celestial beings.
Oh, like angels, you mean? They didn't seem very
Exactly
angelic.
like angels.
You sure you didn't look at them?
This ability that I have, and I clench one of my fists a bit, it's pretty accurate. It doesn't fail me. It's
Well, I mean,
from one of the gods themselves.
In that case, well, if a god is seeing this creature as a celestial, why would celestials want to handle, though? Isn't that a little weird? What do they want to do with that?
I have no idea. No theories, no speculations either. But as Xarrut looks at his empty plate as they kind of eaten and talked, I will be waiting. I will be going to sleep now. If you want, you can follow. We're gonna share a room, right? So yeah, you can follow me at any time you'd like. But I'm pretty tired, and we have to discuss with the others in the morning what we'll do.
Oh yeah, I'll just have another drink or two, and then I'll be on my way as well. Good night.
Good night. And Xarrut just leaves his companion and goes to his room. Whilst does Xarrut pass by the room in which Reaper is held in?
Yeah, but the door is closed.
Sorry, it sounded a bit.
You do,
strange.
but the door is closed.
Okay.
You still hear the sounds. Probably
it's quite muffled at this stage because of the fact that he is gagged, and quite thick doors in this establishment. It's not actually like, again, all the walls are made of stone. It's very well constructed. It's not a shack of a house.
Yeah, but you still hear some muffled sounds.
Muffled sounds, yeah. Not enough to be worrying you, Rod.
Xarrut will think to himself, I'm hoping that you'll find peace, even though peace seems so far away from you right now. And he kind of clenches the amulet of Torm that he has on his neck, and he does like a small prayer for him while walking towards Xarrut's room.
Really, really nice. Okay, you can have inspiration for that. Elder, what would you like to do at this point?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of interested in that card the bartender is holding.
So how do you manage this? Like this wife Anna is going up and down again every probably say 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and keeping an eye on the husband. So how are you going to get this to go?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna try and do it like stealthily or something. I'm just gonna, wave him over and invite him to whatever game he has.
Okay, he goes, you want a drink? Okay, no problem. And he brings over a big pitcher, and he is trying to sit right over the cards with his back to the stairs. And he's like, we can have a quick game. What's your game of choice?
Wambletumble will shrug. Whatever yours.
Yeah, so he just names a local game that is played all over the kingdom by most people.
Never heard of it.
You recognize the name of it? No, you do. You do. You do this one. Nope. Actually, as it happens. Genuinely, you have.
Yeah, I refuse, but whatever. It's just playing cards. And
Okay, so he deals out a hand. Roll straight D20 for me. Are you putting anything on the line, by the way? Or is it just a friendly game?
I have 10 gold that I actually am aware of, so yeah, I'll offer off that.
Okay, so higher he wins, lower he loses. He loses.
Haha!
At this point, he kind of looks around. He's like, "Oh shit! Double or nothing! Come on, you can't
Double or
play
nothing.
one card and leave."
That's a deal.
Okay, roll again.
Oh, no.
You can also roll a one.
no.
Fuck!
And then he's like, "Yes, okay, thank God, thank the gods, my luck is in."
No trouble with the missus for you to see.
Yeah, exactly. She's going to be happy now. And then all you hear from behind him is, "Torvin!" And he pushes the gold like out of sight towards you. He's like, yes, honey, I need your help now. And he leaves.
Alright, well, Wambletumble will finish his drink and also make his way to a room. He has no idea which room is what, so he'll just pick a room.
Okay, no problem. You have been shown to your rooms by the woman. The woman seems to be the actual linchpin of this establishment. She has shown you to the room in among giving out to him for playing cards and keeping supplies up in the room and singing to Xarrut.
Alright. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. SQ, what are you up to?
I think SQ is still in the room with Xarrut and Ripper. She's probably, whenever the lady leaves, she'll take over and kind of like, put a warm cloth on his forehead. And she knows songs. They're not great, but she'll sing them to him.
Give me a performance check there. Yeah, it's nice. The music actually emanates out from the closed door, and even the hallway passing by, it's a lovely little tune.
She's proud of herself. And at some point, when he's good. I guess he never stops. Ripper, he just
No.
never stops screaming.
No, he never stops. No.
He never
Okay.
stops screaming or trying to bite through the gag or rip the thing binding him and tearing the skin around his wrists, ankles, and wherever else. He is hurting himself.
Oh
And
gosh.
imagine being in a constant fit of rage and having spasms, and his body is moving, twitching, contorting, and he is basically almost rolling off the bed the entire damn time because of him kicking with his legs and headbutting the wall, the bed, the pillow, anything.
Okay,
Try to
so
knock him out.
So in that case, SQ will absolutely have gone to empty rooms that it appears no one is sleeping in, and she's gathered all of the pillows. She's stolen all of the pillows and has created a comfy cushion nest around him so he doesn't hurt himself.
Okay. Pillow fort. Best kind of fort. I like
Yes.
Okay.
I will attempt to just give him a little bonk on the head, just to help him sleep.
After
At
13
what point
hours,
during the night do you do this, actually?
Say when it got to be the most annoying.
Okay, and when do you think that was?
I don't know.
Probably right before the pillow fort.
Probably about that, yeah. Just before the pillar.
Okay, roll a attack with advantage.
Attack with advantage. I
I
used the
presume
dagger.
you're punching him or something.
Oh yeah, I'm going to use the blunt end of the dagger.
Yeah, so yeah.
Kind of the bob back of the head.
Yeah, so that's enough. That sends him off to sleep because he was literally on 1 hit point, so he is asleep now.
It's just
So
It's
you
like
you
when the
literally
kids-
the
kid just
woman
keeps
is trying to be
crying.
so nice. Yeah, the woman is trying to be so nice. SQ is trying to be really nice and understanding. Lorad has said a lovely prayer for him. Even Wambletumble is like, it's very sad. And then you're
No,
just like,
not really.
whack.
Sure, I mean,
Brotherly love.
yeah.
That's what
Well,
it is.
I mean, at that point, though, after the pillow fort, SQ's going to kind of like run down to make sure that, her food is still there. And also, well, Ripper's food is still there. And his tankard.
My food is still there too.
Yeah, she wants to make sure all the food's still there. And if it is, she wants to bring it back up to the room and share it with Xarrut.
Right.
Because they've been up all
that's no
night.
Yeah. So we've got.
And Zio. What are you up to, Zio? If you can hear me. You there, Zio?
I'm gonna be outside walking around just thinking.
Just thinking. Okay.
Yeah,
Outside in the
because-
snow.
Yes.
Okay. And how long into the night do you do that? Or is it all night or just a little bit?
That's a little bit. Then I just go to my room.
And is there anything else you'd like to do in your room while you're there, or you just be tucking in for the night?
I'm in my room with my brother, who's tied up in ropes, and SQ's now has joined me.
So at that point, guys, we went through everyone. Somebody has music playing there, guys.
What?
Randy?
Oh, Xarrut, is it?
What?
Okay, Xarrut.
What are you doing?
Xarrut is so not happening. God damn it, Xarrut.
Oh my god, I'm choking! Well played. Well
Now I
played.
understand why you wanted to knock out your brother, eh?
Let's face it. Let's face it. It's, one dude tied up in the bed, and the other, it's not the kinkiest thing you've been a part of.
But it's up there.
Okay, moving swiftly on then. Everybody except Jolie has got a full rest. Jolie, you have acquired 1 level of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm. Where do I add that?
You can just put it in your notes, and I'll keep a track of it myself if you want.
Okay.
In your Roll20 character sheet, if you go to the cog, you can actually click it so it actually shows you the exhaustion tracking. You show exhaustion tracking on. Then in your actual character sheet, you can actually track it. So if you have a level, it'll tell you level 1. Oh, you've got a disadvantage on ability checks.
All right. I'm looking for it.
Yeah, it's the red cog there.
So it'd be the cog on your character sheet. So along the top it says core, bio, spells, and then a little cog.
Yeah, I'm on that.
And
I'm
then
just looking
on
for the
third column, it's about for the fifth one up from the bottom. There's spell points, piety, hero points, track bar, show exhaustion tracking. Make sure that's switched on. Done.
Okay.
I'm learning so
Yep.
much.
From there now.
There we go.
And then
Show
when you switch it over to the core, you'll see it right there underneath your hit dice and above your attacks.
Yep. There we go.
So you just go up 1.
Yep.
It's done there now.
Yep.
Okay. So did that count as me getting? Did we get the full rest then?
You did, yeah, because you were taking
Okay.
turns essentially. SQ turned down your move there, and you both get the long rest. Actually, SQ, did you turn down that move? I don't know. Maybe you did.
You do
I'm
not
gonna-
have to answer that.
I'm gonna need him to roll for flirting.
Okay,
Yeah,
hold on.
roll. That would be charisma
Deception.
or performance.
Deception. Oh my god.
Deception. You're lying to her about it. Okay. Insight. Then.
I'm such a
What-
cool guy. Look how cool I am. So cool.
What should I go for?
Insight
deception?
for SQ.
Here we go.
Roll insight.
She
Yeah,
knows.
you see through it. You see through it. He's
And I'm
trying
just
to
like-
lay it on heavy, but you're just like, you're just acting.
I
She's
just
got a
I
headache.
point at his brother and I'm like, he is literally crying. What are you doing?
Oh, he's passed out. He's
He's still crying, even in his sleep.
Passed out.
he's
Go to sleep.
okay. Sorry, I've had a few to drink.
I forgive you. Just shush now.
Okay, that part of the night. Fair enough, right?
I
Okay,
thought that
so
I thought that was dead and buried, but you had to bring that up. All
I
right.
needed it.
well, there you go.
Yeah.
So moving forward, then it's the next morning. What are you doing, guys? The tavern opens up to activity again. It looks like you're actually the only one staying over. The hunters from the night before are gone. The weird-looking jester in the corner is gone, and there's a table set up with mutton, sausages, and bacon, for each one of you. And there's pictures of ale and water on the table. Essentially, you can take whatever you like.
Right. While at the breakfast table, I will start ritually casting comprehend languages.
Okay, cool. That's no problem. Only takes 10 minutes, and you're able to do so.
All right. I take out the paper from the Durgar.
Yes.
Can I read it?
You can.
Good.
I will send that to you in just a moment. So, anybody else, what would you like to do?
SQ's at the table. She's just like kind of looking like a zombie and eating and gulping down ale and water alternately.
Oh, yeah. Lorad.
Lorad is sitting next to Wambletumble and seeing that SQ is tired from a night that's been horrendous to her. I'm gonna ask her. So, in a low voice. So what happened? Is he any better? By the way, is Jolly right now here with us, or is he still in the bed?
I'm still
Yeah.
tied up in the bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gagged. The forehead.
So I'm gonna ask then. I'm gonna ask you. So what happened? Is he any better?
When I came downstairs before I
Still
left the
unconscious.
room, he was still unconscious and he was still crying. I don't even know how that's possible.
By the gods, that's quite unfortunate.
Also,
But,
think about having nightmares during all that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so SQ kind of like rubs her forehead and she's like, and I think he was having nightmares or like night terrors. There was lots of screaming. Thankfully the gag stayed in, but I feel bad for him.
Yeah, a gag in the mouth, snot in the nose, total easy breathing.
He can breathe, it's fine.
Wait, does he even need to breathe?
Fair question.
You don't know.
Larad is going to kind of rub his face with both of his palms and say, I really don't know. I really don't know what we should do now. That druid lady has taken something of great value to him then.
We have to bring them the hilt. He's almost non-functioning. He is non-functioning.
1 second, guys. Sorry about this.
Right, so does anyone else have a plan for this then? How are we going to get the hilt?
It's not. Go ahead, Zio, sorry.
I've been thinking about this. There's two ways on it.
Oh, come back.
Either
You're fairly far away. That's the way it sounds.
okay. But How about now?
Much better.
Hmm.
So there's two ways we can do it. Either
You cut out for some reason.
What's happening?
am I good?
Well, now yes,
Right
but
now?
maybe if you, yeah.
All right. So we could either ask for the help and try and make a copy of it, or we can flat out steal it.
Where do we
Now,
got to steal it from?
One of the nobles of the Kingdom of Kartonga, which
Yeah.
to me this sounds like a horrible idea, but you
Do you
know.
Where
think?
do,
Do you think the
do we
wolves
find
would
them?
know?
We do have the trust
Where do we find them?
incident.
Well, in the city of Kartonga, if we can get access to it, we'll probably be able to find them.
I guess I actually kind of like
Oh, that's right. We
Zio's
need
idea,
access.
because instead of just asking to borrow it and making a copy, what if we ask to borrow it, make a copy, and then give them the copy back? Because I have a feeling the wolves are going to know immediately if we're bringing them the real thing or not. But we could do the old switcheroo on the dwarves.
Dwarvist.
No. I'm just thinking of what would get us the least in trouble. Because
The dwarves are
we're
pretty
in so
good
much
at
trouble.
the dwarves are pretty good at crafting, and they'll probably notice
Yeah, they are
fast enough
crafty little
that
people.
we.
Okay, so let me get this straight. We have to, in order to get Hilt, we have to be let in to Cthulhu.
Wambletumble, did you get that note?
I have nothing.
You should have a note.
Oh, and Roll20. All right.
So we've got the Masters of Warfare, or the Master of Warfare can let us into the city of Cthulhu. So where do we find this Master of Warfare?
City.
Arrow, did he say where we would find him when we would come back from the mission?
He said it was in God.
Go ahead, Zio, yeah?
It was in one of the districts where we need access. But since we handle the wolf situation, he will grant us that access.
Yeah, well, he won't be standing in front of the gate all the time, so that's why I'm asking where we would find him, if he would actually be there at the gate, or we would need to talk with one of his captains or officers.
Yeah, make a straight intelligence check to see if you know enough about the functionality of nobles and how things are done.
I know nothing except for the basics, I guess.
No, that's not true. In your homeland, the way it would work would be that you would request for that person at the gate, and then you would wait for them to meet with you or not meet with you. But in your homeland, it would be considered rude for the person that you asked to meet with not at least respond either with a guard or with somebody telling you whether you were going to get an audience or not. It would be considered quite rude to not at least return that.
Okay. I'm going to relay this information to the others, based on what I know from my homeland. And yeah, so this is how we should do it with Oric's son. We can ask for him, and he will probably be brought forward or bring himself forward. But from that point on, I really don't know how to start or where to go to in terms of planning.
We only have 6 days.
Yes, and
Five now.
Oh yeah, 5.
You know what I'm thinking, Larad says, just in order to get back what she took from Reaper, I'm thinking that maybe if she is, and bear with me, if she's unconscious, maybe we can try and take it back by, casting a spell or anything, finding about the ritual. We have people who use magic in here, and I look at Wambletumble and SQ. We should be able to try and persuade them by force if push comes to shove.
Wambletumble is still going over this crumpled up note, just reading it over and over. They don't write letters the way they used to.
SQ kind of looks a little uncomfortable. She's like, I mean, if it comes to that, obviously I'll do what we can to get whatever she took from Ripper back, but can't we at least try to get the hilt first?
Okay, so this is how I think we should do it. And correct me if you think it's a bad idea. Maybe we can get the hilt from Ori Corrickson, make a copy of it, and maybe it will have the same effects and abilities of the original hilt. And maybe the two hilts will be so identical with one another, the two hilts, that they won't be able to tell the difference. So if they have the same abilities and the same powers, then it wouldn't have mattered if it's the original hilt or if it's a copy. But I assume it will be quite expensive because it's a hilt of legend, from what I understood.
What if we just tell Oryxon the truth?
That might start a war.
Do you think you... Well, I mean, I don't think it would start a war, because we don't really even know who it truly belongs to. So what if we just tell the person we already trust what's going on,
True.
And he can help us come up with a solution?
We could just tell him everything instead of just the truth. Like how Celestial wants to have the dagger and she took something from one of us. I think that's probably enough to convince any sane person, right?
Wait, when was there a Celestial?
Oh, did Laura forget to tell you?
I think I did forget to tell the others. And Laura kind of smarts a bit in disbelief that he forgot. The people in there, the Druidic Circle, is formed out of celestial beings.
Oh my god, we pissed off angels?
I assume so, yes. But what were they doing here in the first place? Why were they attacking people and controlling the wolves in such a manner that they were hunting other animals and depleting the resources of the region?
We are mere mortals. That's not for us to know.
I mean, rather than angels.
Guys, SQ's like freaking out. She's starting to like fan herself and sweat profusely. She's like, oh my god, are they gonna kill us? They're gonna kill us. They're definitely gonna kill us.
I mean, they don't have to be angels. They can just be related to the wolf god or something like that.
They don't have to be angels, but
they're way more powerful than just wolves.
That doesn't mean that they can be defeated, and if we tell the truth to Oryxon, I'm sure he will arrange for us to have some sort of protection inside the city.
Okay. Do you guys think we should tell him the truth?
I think so too.
Okay.
Anyone against?
No.
Should we ask Ripper, or is he just too indisposed?
He's still unconscious.
That too.
Let's try to make sure that doesn't ruin the plan.
I mean, I don't want to keep him unconscious. He wants to get this back more than any of us do.
No, he's not unconscious. He was knocked out about halfway through the night when the failed...
Yeah, but I stayed unconscious. I didn't wake up. I stated this earlier.
The maximum you can stay unconscious for is 4 hours. So you would be awake.
Yeah, but then I would have fallen asleep because of exhaustion.
Okay, so that means that you're in the middle of trying to rest then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if that failed attempt was say about like 12 o'clock, I just rolled a d4 and it was like 1 hour. So as long as no one actually disturbs you, you will still get a long rest. So
Cool.
if you skip breakfast and come down, you will actually have a long rest too, Ripper.
I'm just lying in bed in that case, just lying there.
Yeah. Okay. And
Because
Zio?
I'm still bound and gagged anyways.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh god.
Zio, anything you'd like to be doing in the morning?
Let's having the breakfast and discussing the plan. Nothing.
Okay.
So,
Okay,
Laurent
so...
says, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Maybe we should wait for Reaper to wake up, and then we can march on back to the city of Kartonga and speak with Erickson.
If that's the plan, my question is, I guess, how many hours do we have overall until Ripper would wake up?
Well, the failed flirting attempt was 12 o'clock. He was unconscious for 1 hour, so that puts it to 1 o'clock. And you only need 7 hours for a rest, so he would have been up by 8, 9 if somebody actually went to untie him. The problem is he's tied up.
Oh god, what time is it?
If I'm in the room with them, I would have untied
Dwarves are
him.
early risers. Dwarves are early risers to be up around 6 to 7.
Yeah, but nobody in the party is dwarf, so I guess we would be a bit later than that. I just assume.
It depends. Whatever you want. Like, I know elves don't need a lot of sleep either. Don't know about gnomes.
A normal amount?
Yeah. Okay. So if you want, whatever time you want to get up at, it's fine. Torvin and Anna are well used to guesstimating what time people will be up at. So no matter what time you get up, the breakfast on the table is fresh.
Nice.
Basically, it's made to order. So as soon as they see you come down the stairs, they'll throw on the breakfast and throw on the table.
Yay.
I guess for the remainder of time before they leave, SQ's just going to kind of stand in front of the fireplace and play her fiddle and hope that someone like tosses her some gold because she just spent most of her money.
Okay. Performance, please.
Yes. Oh.
Nice.
Yes.
That's pretty good. So Torvin steps over to Wambletumble and says, thank you for the game of cards last night. I'm going to take that money back now so I can give your friend a bit of a purse for playing so well on this fiddle.
Wait, hold on, I'm confused. What did you earn?
Well, we had 2 card games last night and you put 10 gold on the table. I lost pretty badly and you went double or nothing. And
Right.
I won, so I
So
believe
nothing.
that means I won my original 10 gold back and another 30.
What? How do you get to that conclusion? That's not how double or nothing works.
God.
Really? That's how we do it. It's double or nothing. That's where it gets the name from.
You give me the same amount and I get double, or you don't have to pay anything.
Ah, no, laddie, I was just trying to have a fair game of cards here. Are you trying to con me?
Now listen here, pal. I don't mind parting with my gold at all. No. But I'm afraid we have a bit of a culture clash here.
I'm so confused. I mean, double or nothing means I bet 10 gold. I lost. That means you got my 10 gold. And then I
Right.
asked double or nothing, so I have to put another 10 gold on the table. And you put
Yes.
20 gold.
No. That means that we both put 10 on the gold, and if you win, you don't have to pay anything, so you get your 10 back, and if I win, I get the total double, so 20, your first 10 and your second 10. That's the double.
Okay. roll persuasion there to see. Because you're not lying.
Yeah, that's how it works.
He got terrible. He got a 3. Yeah. So now he feels really embarrassed. And he's like, okay, I'm sorry. I don't deal. Somebody has music playing, guys.
That's Randy.
Okay.
Always Randy with his music.
Yeah, again, that's why I think push to talk is a good idea, guys. All right. So he goes again. I must apologize. I don't have very many gnomes through here. I don't know your customs. Please don't be offended.
No, of course not. Just it's good to get this cleared up.
So do I owe you money, or are we square? I don't.
No. It's the result is nothing, so nothing happens. We both keep our money.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Should be happy enough with that. That's grand. Okay. Thank you. And he
thank
walks
you.
off. And then he goes up to the till or the chest under the counter, and he takes out a couple of silver coins, and he heads over and he gives 5 silver coins to you for your song, SQ.
SQ does like a curtsy, but she's really bad at it, so it just looks stupid, and she's just like, thank you.
Okay. He says, if you're ever passing through here again, let us know and we'll organise a bit of a dance night, and maybe you'd be able to provide the music.
That would be wonderful. Oh, absolutely. I will be sure to stop by again.
Just let me know in advance so I can put up posters and get the townsfolk ready in the humour for such a thing, you know?
Oh, lovely. Yes, advertising. Do you charge for that?
No, not at all. Sure, you're bringing in the customers for me, you know? Most of the townsfolk won't stay overnight, so we make our money by drink and food, so...
SQ makes a mental note that this will be her forever gig, because they will pay for advertising.
Okay.
And she says thank you, and then she, just keeps playing until people decide to do something else and leave.
Anna sort of wanders upstairs with a pot of boiling water, soap, and scrubbing tools, and sort of opens the door to Ripper's room, looking at the wall. And is there anybody else there at this point, or are you all eating breakfast?
Well, I haven't gone down yet. I would have been still with him. If he had been, if he had been awake, conscious, and not flailing about, I would have untied him by now.
In that case, he's just lying there with that dead look in his eyes, bags under his eyes. His eyes are bloodshot red, and knuckles are still scarred, cut from hitting the wall, and he's just
she heads
completely
over,
apathic.
She puts the really hot water on the bedstand, and she attempts to take one of your hands. Do you allow her or no?
Yeah, it's like it's a corpse.
She takes your hand and she dips it into the tub of water, and she tries to be as gentle as she can, but she gets a natural 1, and she really scrapes the sugar out of your knuckles, and
he doesn't
then
even
she takes them
flinch.
out, dries them, puts a bit of alms on them, a little bit of potions to try to help with the stinging, and then she uses the same water to try to start cleaning the wall. And as she does it, she looks up at the bed and she says, "Aye, chappie, everybody gets sad sometimes. The main thing is you got to stand back up on your feet, yeah?"
And there's this thing, like something snaps in him. And he sits up, he gets up, and he takes the brush from her hands and he starts scrubbing the wall for her.
She just taps you, like she taps you on the shoulder and leaves you to it. She understands. Then it's just Xarrut and Jolie in that room, I believe.
After cleaning it, he goes down, sits on the table, takes the food, and just eats. it's almost mechanical rather than desire to live. It's more like programmed instinct. That this is what a person is supposed to do rather than what needs to be done or wants to be done.
Okay, guys, so you come down and you can see Ripper at a table in front of you. What do you do?
Welcome back,
Meet
lad.
him.
There is no reaction. It's like he is a hollow shell.
I will snap my fingers in front of his face. Yeah, you there,
Nothing.
lad?
Absolutely nothing. He doesn't even blink.
Oh,
Ask-
no. He's running automated mode. Like one of those fancy golems.
Okay.
SQ just kind of nods and she's like, "Yeah, just leave him be." And then she looks over at him. She's like, "Though I do hope you liked my pillow for it. I made it just for you." And then she goes
Absolutely
back to
nothing.
eating. Yeah, no.
No.
Okay. Let's see if
I can't hear you, Zio. What did you say?
I'm doing this in character. I see you're still struggling with your loss, but the good news is at least you can get it back, unlike most other people.
That actually shakes him like there is a recognition of the word get back. And he looks at you and there is this flare in his eyes like, say that again.
I don't think I should.
Oh, I'll repeat it for you. I think what he said was, at least you can get it back. Not everyone can. Something like that, right?
How?
SQ pipes in. SQ pipes in. She said, "I made a
Look.
deal. We made a deal for you with the wolf lady."
He is staring into your eyes as if he's literally looking into your soul. You have his undivided attention.
SQ kind of like freezes for a second, and then she just very carefully continues. We made a deal. We can get back whatever she took from you, as long as we bring her the hilt of that sword thing.
He stands up, walks away, puts on his gears, weapons, tools, everything, and he comes back down and sits right in front of her. What do we need to do?
Oh, is this when I said welcome back? Welcome back.
Still staring straight into SQ's eyes.
We have to go talk to Orcs, and guys, this is freaking me out. She's like looking around at the other party members, like, why is he being this way? He's looking at me too hard.
Well, Ripper, what did you lose anyway, laddie?
There is this. Imagine if every blood vein in your body suddenly got ready to burst. Because that's what it looks like for every exposed blood vein, as if every ounce of blood in him is rushing through his body, and he does not answer.
Oh, I think I need to talk a bit. Laddie, we don't even know what you lost. You mind sharing that? I mean, if you don't, that's fine too. You know, just curious, really. Maybe we can show better sympathy and stuff like that.
I would like to do an insight check on everyone.
Oh God.
Why?
Alright? I don't trust any of you.
Well, I mean, I'm not.
I don't say that.
deceiving
I
you,
don't
so
say that out loud.
No, but
I
I'm not
just-
deceiving you, so I don't have to make a roll, right?
No, this is just me.
Okay.
If Ripper can get a read of whether you're trustworthy or not. That's why I roll for it, so none of you have to roll. And he just sits there, keeps staring at SQ.
Unless
told
someone is
about
lying. If someone is deceiving you, they should probably know.
Yeah.
I'm not deceiving.
And when you roll the insight, you can't. It's not really like a lie detector. It's more so like, do you trust somebody or do you not trust somebody? And when you're rolling against somebody, if you roll low, that means that you are inclined to believe them more so than you are inclined to disbelieve them. So
Yeah.
if you roll an 8, and if Wambletumble was that your persuasion there? Wambletumble is 16. Or was
Yeah, that has
with-
nothing to do with
okay.
this conversation. Those
Yeah,
people.
yeah. So it's more so if somebody wants to just give me a charisma, it's more so Wambletumble. Can you give me a charisma? Persuasion.
Sure. Persuasion, yeah, same thing.
All
Yeah.
right.
So you believe his intent is as is, Ripper, because he does not seem to be deceiving you in any way.
Yeah. In that case, it takes him a little while, and he just mumbles it at first. Wife.
Oh my
He
God.
mumbled it.
You mumbled in real life. I didn't hear.
I understood.
Yeah.
My husband mumbles. So SQ kind of like
My
she's staring.
wife. They took my wife.
They took your wife? What? How did they even do that? Was she with us?
Yes.
What? How'd that happen? We didn't see her take anyone.
We saw her take something. Ripper, did she take?
Question, is it the memories of
DM?
your wife?
Did she take the memories?
DM, may I use some dramatic flair for my future character?
Yeah, go ahead, yeah, because this is completely your backstory, so it's up to you.
Yeah. All of the sudden, shadows literally form around my character. And you see people. Not one, not 100. You see countless people fill the bar. Transparent, shadow-like mist people. Many of them faceless. And Ripper looks at the paladin. Use it. That sense of yours.
Okay, I'm gonna use Divine Sense.
You sense undead creatures everywhere. Ghosts, specifically. Hundreds of ghosts. All of them far away from Ripper. But you see something like a scarf, a something that was wrapped around him that is missing. My wife. My wife's soul. They took my wife's soul.
Right. So change your plan, everyone. We're getting that hilt.
SQ is under the table. She bolted under the table the second all these spirits showed up.
I joined SQ.
They just start fading away after a while.
Yeah, it's apparent they're completely under Ripper's control. It's quite apparent.
Yeah. Barad is a bit shaken by this, but he understands. He whispers to him, I know how it is to lose something that's dear to your heart. Not in the way that you have lost it. But I can help you as far as my strength goes, as far as my God allows it to retrieve what was yours. What is yours, but was taken away.
He doesn't really have a reaction. He is still in a moment of lost emotion. He hears you, but he doesn't really react to it. It's like he's somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
SQ climbs out from under the table and she's in tears and she just hugs Ripper and is like, I'm so sorry. This is all my fault. I told that lady she could eat you, and then she took it, and I'm so sorry.
There is absolutely no reaction from him. He is empty again.
She's gonna keep hugging him. She needs this.
SQ needs to hug more than Ripper.
Wow.
Oh, very good.
Just wow.
Like, she's sorry, but she needs to feel better.
God damn.
So an interesting breakfast then, guys.
Well, it's actually tasting pretty good. I really felt like having some of this sausage. I'm really quite happy with what we got. I'm glad we managed to, focus our goals, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the day. Thanks for asking.
Just one small thing. Tear, you would not have known about him being married. Just so you know. So this would be news to you.
Yes. During this entire revelation, there's just been, my brother doesn't act like this. This is not my brother. What's going on? Understanding, you've lived 4 times the life that I have lived so far. It is very. It definitely puts me in a very catatonic state, similar to yours was from before. Just learning all this information. Do my best to not only write out all the information, also to draw it a picture of your face next to it. A little drawing.
Like, specifically with his blank, dead expression. Oh. SQ will stop hugging him now. She recognizes a hug that's gone on too long.
Yes! Oh god, that's brilliant.
What about the dwarven wife and husband? Were they there when the ghosts appeared and he mentioned his wife's soul being stolen? What's their reaction to all this?
They're both like, you know the way when people see something that they're not meant to see and then they're trying slowly to back away? Like, they backed into the wall and now it looks like they're trying to become part of the wall.
Oh god.
Yeah.
They are terrified. They are absolutely terrified.
Oh god.
And the woman, Anna, she's like, I cooed and cuddled with a demon all night.
Oh.
And
Oh my.
SQ's like, is it okay if we check out before 11? I think it's time for us to go.
You've overstayed our welcome.
Yeah, Ripper just stands up and starts walking out because you said so.
I mean, it's a bit rude to call him a demon. He only drinks blood and has an army of ghosts attached to him. I don't see why you'd have to treat him differently for that.
Do you actually see? Do you say this to her?
Yes!
She runs out the door screaming.
After Ripper that just walked out the door?
Oh god.
I think we should be going now.
Well, I mean, it's a bit of a shame that they're a bit close-minded like that, but yeah, probably best idea.
Yes, Zio, we should go.
I leave my pouches go on the table where we're at.
Torvin awkwardly waves goodbye to each one of you.
Bye,
Bye.
Torvin.
See you next time.
As we leave, I want Zio leaves and Puck to go onto the table.
He just awkwardly waves at you like he has no idea what to do. In all his years, like he's never seen anything like that. Not in his pub.
And his wife just ran out screaming.
It's like going over to your friend's house.
Hilariously, he
get
doesn't go
beat.
after her, and he doesn't look worried about her.
Oh God. He can gamble all he wants now.
Right.
Oh no, did I ruin her life? Is she gonna think that her soul is taken by a demon?
Oh God.
I thought she was just getting the guards, but yeah, that's possible as well.
Oh, this
And
poor woman.
You're crying about some soul-sucking demon, and then there's a blue demon man right next to you.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Or did she run for the temple? I wonder if she's gonna become a nun.
God knows. Well, the temple is actually completely overrun. Remember, Tyr down to the south. You know that.
Oh, so she's marching an army to retake the temple.
Possibly in the name of the divine, and against all demons who stayed in my pub.
I swear to God, if we get to the temple and we have to fight Torvin's wife, you guys, I'm gonna be so mad at you.
You're assuming that we're going to the temple?
Well, not right away. First, we have to save Ripper's soul. Well, his wife's soul.
Yeah, saving his soul might be a whole different kind of issue.
Yeah, I don't think that's
this
the thing
seems
we
like
can do.
seems like fresh eyes kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think? I don't know. I feel like this is a good spot to.
Stop for today. Yeah,
I think so.
I think it's a perfect spot. I mean, just before we get into the meat of anything and right on the button.
I'm just so glad I recorded the whole thing, and I kept checking to make sure the sound was on and that everything was working, so I absolutely got Xarrut's horrible flirting attempt. And I just love it, because it's someone's playing music. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It was terrible. It was terrible.
No.
It was the best.
Are you kidding me? I had it lined up. I had that thing lined up since you were like,
That
yeah, I'm gonna go play.
Meme, Randy. That song is a pure meme.
Oh my God. And
That's next level meme lord.
I just love that he failed the role.
I know.
Like, it was all set up perfectly.
He's like an internet troll. He's all talk, but when you like actually call him on it, it's like, no.
Oh God. Yeah. There were too
The
many
virgin
good
by
points.
choice.
Of course.
Thanks everyone for the session. I thought it was really nice.
Very
if there's
eventful.
Any questions? Yeah.
We got one question.
Yeah, Zio, go.
How do you do leveling?
Sorry.
How do you do leveling?
Milestones.
Alright.
So I let the pig out the bag, because if it's your intention to go back to Auric Orixon and report on what's happened, you're going to level. So.
Yeah,
Alright.
well, that's the thing that we're doing next.
Clearly.
Yeah, so if you want to be thinking about what you want for level 3, you can do so, because if you report back to him and if you manage to report everything you've seen so far, that's definitely enough for you to get a level.
Yeah.
Chances are we'll do that on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Are we doing that though?
Right.
Lucky for Ripper, that coincides with him living and getting his
Right.
wife back.
Right.
What
His
if
wife
we-
that even I didn't know.
What if we report to him and he's like, yeah, no, you're not getting it?
Well, I don't necessarily think he would give it to us. I think he'll help us come up with something.
I think we should just
Have any
get
of
the
you
thing.
asked what will happen when he says no to help Ripper get his wife back?
Are we going to tell
that's-
him that's what we want to do, or are we going to keep... I mean, that's Ripper's business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you think Ripper is going to accept him saying no?
Yeah, so like I said, we should probably just steal it. It's probably the safe bet for everyone involved.
Oh my god, you guys, are we gonna run a heist?
Wambletumble, you're so funny. You're just like, I want to help the dwarves. We should probably just steal.
Hey,
Well, I mean, you don't steal
can-
a man's wife, you know. That's like saving a dude's wife is a little more heroic than being honest.
I mean, I feel like it would
Yeah.
it would have gone one of two ways. Either she would have stolen a wife or like a child.
Wait, were all of those D4 options
No, the
people that
option.
were
Do you want to
different?
know what the options are, or you want to stay in the dark?
I would love to know what the options were.
La, la, la,
Yeah.
la, la, la.
Yeah,
Okay, so on a 1, it was you would have had -2 to your death saving throws.
Really?
Wow, it escalates
No.
quickly.
On a 2, she would have taken all of your stuff and put a brand on you.
Yes,
On
so.
a 3, she was going to cut off your hand.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
And on
Nothing.
a 4, it was backstory.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
That.
Oh my god. This
Damn.
was
That was-
genuinely heartbreaking.
I love the fact